Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Chris Ord. If you haven't been here before, today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of not shooting for other photographers. I've been a photographer for about 11 years now, full-time professional for a few of those. The other time I was a weekend warrior where I'd do it on the side of my normal job. And one of the things I learned, certainly when I became a full-time professional, is the opinion of other photographers doesn't really matter. No, I've got lots of friends who are photographers, professional, amateurs, all that sort of thing, and I value their input, I do. But in terms of my business and my actual photography skills, whether or not they like an image doesn't really matter. They're not my clients. They're not the people I'm shooting for. So let me explain this a little bit more. I've got two people I shoot for when I'm shooting. My client and myself. Now sometimes they don't cross over and I have to just shoot for my client, and sometimes I just shoot for myself. And the one person I don't shoot for now is other photographers. Now we're all guilty of posting images on social media, on Facebook and Instagram and all that sort of stuff, and getting that lovely warm and fuzzy feeling when we get loads of likes. It feels great to get that recognition from your peers. But what does it actually mean? So there are a couple of reasons I changed my mindset on this. Now, first and foremost, I guess it depends on what their feedback is, whether that's positive or negative. One of the groups of people I really dislike on Facebook are the people who shoot other photographers down. So you'll see someone post a picture they're really happy with, you can tell they're pleased with it because they're posting it online, so they must like it. And some other photographer will come in and go, oh, well, you could have done this better, that looks crap, that did that. Those guys, assholes. If you get negative feedback from someone like that, and you see some people take it really personally, and you see some people, it's just water off a duck's back. It's one of those things. When you put your images out there, people will say, you've got to be prepared for the negative feedback. Well, actually, what qualifies that person to give you that feedback? Are they a more experienced photographer? Are they a professional photographer? Do they take better pictures than you? Or is it just someone taking an opportunity to have a swipe because, well, they think they can? If the feedback someone gives you is positive, it's almost the same question. What qualifies them to make that decision? What qualifies them to give that feedback? Are they a better photographer? Have they got a better skill set? Are they more experienced? So in the same way, it doesn't really matter if someone gives you crap feedback. It doesn't really matter if someone gives you good feedback unless you're asking for it. Don't get me wrong, photography forums are a great way to get feedback on your photography skill set. So it might be, how can I improve this image? How can I do something better? How can I light? Yada, yada, yada. All that sort of stuff. But if someone's not asking for it, don't give them that. You know, who are you to comment on their work and tell them what they could or couldn't do better, or what it should or shouldn't look like? You don't know what they wanted to create. You don't know what that image was meant to look like. And you don't know how long it's taken them to get to that level. So don't shoot them down. I'm going to strip it back to my rationale with this, because some people will agree, some people won't agree. So for me, trying to please someone who's never going to buy my product just doesn't make sense. It's like McDonald's trying to please a vegetarian. It ain't gonna happen, okay? I would far rather concentrate my efforts on the people who actually matter to me. So the people who are gonna buy my product are the people who are gonna add value to my work. Now this is a little bit different if you're a professional versus a hobbyist, because if you're doing it for fun and you enjoy doing it for fun, you enjoy getting that feedback, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But if you're a professional and you're relying on the feedback of other photographers, or you're relying on their likes or their interaction with your images, it's not gonna further your business, guys. I've seen a great quote from Sue Bryce today, who's a really photographer who I love. She does brilliant work, runs loads of workshops on Creative Live and that sort of stuff. You're there to create, not to compete. So in essence, what I've taken from that is, go and create something that you're happy with. It doesn't really matter how other photographers think about it. If you're creating it for a client or you're creating it for a specific person in mind and they like it, then that's brilliant. If you're creating it for yourself and you like it, that's even better. In essence, I just implore you guys, if you're a photographer, stop worrying about what other photographers think. They don't really matter in the long run to you or your photography journey. Everyone starts somewhere. Everyone's in a different place in their photography journey. Everyone sees things in a different way and shoots for different reasons. So if you're going to shoot for anyone, shoot for yourself, not for other photographers.